Good morning, everyone. Slow and steady here. Just left Trimpi Shelter. It's room for like 6 people in there. It's a semi-double decker, kind of bunk beds on each side, without the beds. It was pretty good, pretty nice privy and water source, and a few good camping spots. I don't know about plenty, but no cell phone service. But when you climb to the top of the trail, where you veer off to go to it, there's one bar for most people. Anyway, other than that, the fireplace was awesome, except if you're in the top bunk, because the smoke would roll out of the fireplace into the room. So the two of us on the top bunks got gassed out. Luckily, they stopped the fire early enough. As you saw me complaining on yesterday's video, they stopped the fire early enough. So it was a late night trying to get to sleep, but did end up getting some good sleep. And it was toasty in there. So it's only 44 today. None of my clothes, of course, from the rain yesterday dried, so they're on the pack. You can kind of see them back there, hang dry. They're just drying and hanging all day. Today is about 10 miles first. That gets me to a shuttle, or there'll be 4 of us that'll take a shuttle into town and resupply into Marion, Virginia. We'll go resupply there, come back, and then do maybe another 6 miles or so for a total of 16 today. Marion, I understand, has, of course, all the regular stores plus a Walmart and all. That's the one that was behind me. I guess I could just look over my shoulder, right? I'm not sure where the shuttle driver will take us, or if he'll just take us wherever we want. We'll find out. And I ate all my dinners last night. Today's my last day of snacks, so it was time to go into town and get some resupply. And I need to do some homework. I haven't been staying ahead of the game on where all the next resupplies are. I've been kind of winging it. At some point I need to stop for 10 or 20 minutes and just look ahead. Yesterday with the rain, it wasn't the greatest day to do it, so maybe today we'll get caught up and see where we're going here. It is kind of nice not knowing. It's a little bit of a surprise, but the trick is going to make sure you have enough food. Of course, out here, as soon as someone heard, oh, I'm running low, everyone offers to give you a little bit of this and that, but I'd rather let them take their food and use it when they need it. So I haven't accepted any other than a piece of chocolate here or there. And I'm not out of food, so if I was totally out of food and had a long way to go, of course, I wouldn't starve to death out here. But it's good to see everyone's willing to help everyone out here. Other than that, we got about 10 miles today. Not the easiest 10 miles, but about 2,000 feet of elevation gain over that 10 miles. Not too bad. That's why I'm talking and walking as usual. And occasionally I can see the camera. But the trail right now is really nice. Just pine needles and soft. We'll see how long it stays like that. It's like this for very long. We can cover a lot of ground. Not raining. It's cold enough to put on some miles without burning up. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for joining me tonight. My morning, your night, I'm sure. And don't forget, every night, 7 p.m., I try to release one. There may be some awkward times coming up where I'll be away from town too long, so I may have to skip a day or two. We'll see. Editing out here and then trying to upload in town isn't the simplest thing to arrange when your priority is walking, eating, sleeping, resupply. Anything other than that is kind of a bonus. So bear with me. We'll get them all up there. I'm going to film every day. I'm going to try to upload every day with a delay, of course, as you've probably understood and noticed by now. All right. Special shout out to my neighbors 2 doors down. I saw you guys mowing my lawn, my front lawn. Thank you so much. And for helping me out on Amazon and getting things shipped to me, and really appreciate it. I know it's only a couple things, but it goes a long way. It's logistics out here are hard enough without having a couple of people to step up. My dad's been doing it at a drop of a dime. My mom gives me my weather forecast, and she's weather-wise about a day west of me. So whatever she gets, we get. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, take care, everyone. I'll catch up if there's anything to see today. I'll share it with you. Bye-bye. Check out the sun peeking through the clouds, trying to. Hard to see. It went behind another cloud. I think she's going to make an appearance today. Look at that view. Here's today's mini green tunnel. Rhododendron and mountain laurel. Finally got that mountain laurel in my head. See how long it stays there. Got 3 more miles to the road where we'll get a shuttle to Resupply. We'll resupply in Marion. Thanks to Coach at Mary Inn in Marion, Virginia. Yeah, it's a fun play on words there, Coach. Thanks for all your help getting us hooked up on a shuttle to get some food and get back on trail today. See how it all works out. Stay tuned. Doesn't look like it worked out well for this person. Maybe they're just out and about. See books and all kinds of stuff in there. Maybe they're just out walking. All right, coming up on the Partnership Shelter. This is a shelter near Marion, Virginia. Supposedly has running water and hot water in an outdoor shower, or I don't know if it's outdoor or indoor. Double decker. I see the stovepipe for a chimney. There's a fire pit down there. Picnic table. Just a little up that way is the visitor center where you can catch a ride into town and get resupplied if you want to into Marion, or go to the Mary Inn hostel. Some people here. I'll turn this off for a minute. Hey everybody, here at the visitor center at Mount Rogers headquarters. A couple of quick updates. Here's our town run. This is just the garbage from repackaging all the food. We are probably a little overloaded. I was underloaded last time, so I overcompensated, I think. Also, Jim, if you're watching, really great talking to you, and thanks for the generous trail magic. I hope you're on here, so say hi to me on here, and really appreciate it. It was a surprise when I came out of the restroom, so appreciate it. Bob does too a lot. Everything helps out here. We also just met Firefly. She's hanging out back there, going along, giving a little trail magic. Bear with me while I open this door, throw away some garbage. Sorry about the noise. And Firefly, she does some slack packing and different stuff for different people who's out scouting areas to access the trail and parking lots and stuff. She does full support for some people doing long hikes where they don't want to carry too much weight. Real nice lady. Brought out some candies and got some Oreo cookies, although I'm stuffed. I ate a foot-long sub, the big bag of Lay's, and still have another foot-long, another bag of Lay's to try to pack out. Although this stuff is heavy. I can't wait to do the next 7 to 9 miles tonight. Although it's almost 4 o'clock already, running out of daylight, but we're going to give it a try and see how far we make it. I'll take a couple pictures here of Mount Rogers headquarters, and I'll put them after this video, and then we'll get walking and see where we end up. Stay tuned.
Knock him over.
Knock him over. Here's Firefly, some trail angel. And what do you do out on the trail, Firefly?
Oh man, I take people out backpacking, show them the ropes and how to pack your pack and how to put up your tent and how to filter water, all for the newbies, and teach them how to, just know the ropes and, and hiking and what to expect and leave no trace.
And she came here and made some fat guys a little fatter and one skinny guy. Silent Bob, a little less skinny.
That's right.
Thank you.
So you know.
All right, shout out to Coach at the Mary Inn Hostel in Marion, Virginia. Thanks for hooking us up with a great shuttle in Paul. We sorry I didn't take everybody along with us. We just ran into Ingles Food Supermarket. Did a full resupply there. It was next to a Walmart, so between the two, they got everything you need. There's a food city and a Food Lion down the way. There's every fast food known to mankind, and then some. Local, really good local restaurants downtown. Whatever you want. We just needed to get in and get resupply after hiking 10 miles this morning and get back on trail. Trying to do 7 to 10 or 7 to 9 tonight. We didn't leave the headquarters down there, the visitor center for Mount Rogers. We didn't leave there till almost 4. So it's pushing it. I'm just finishing the last climb of the day. And then got 3 or 4, 5 miles, I don't know, downhill to a shelter or to another place. If we make it to the other place, I'll show you what it is and we'll look around. Forgot exactly what it's called, like Pioneer Settlement or something like that. We'll take you along for a ride. Anyway, just wanted to say thanks to Coach for hooking us up, and thanks to Paul, awesome veteran, and helping out, and glad we could help him a little bit. Wish we could have helped him a little more, but it worked out all the way around, I think. And the great trail magic from Jim and Firefly. Sorry, hiker brain here up at altitude. Thanks, guys. Anyway, we'll take you along. I don't know if you can see the rocks. It doesn't look too bad, but what I'm walking in now is really rocky and ankle breaker. So I'm gonna get off here and focus on not hurting myself. Catch up real soon. Bye. All right, view of Walker Mountain. And honestly, I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll look it up tomorrow. But it is a beautiful view here. All right, coming up on Chatfield Shelter shortly, about a quarter of a mile away. Normally I was going to stop here, but I'm a little annoyed today. Some other hikers and I made plans to go into town, share that shuttle. So they were a little slower normally, so I delayed the shuttle for 2 hours. Sat at the visitor headquarters for 2 hours, well, for an extra hour. And they showed up and said, nah, never mind, we're not going. So it's 2 hours out of my day just sitting there. Guess it was a break, but whatever. It's obnoxious. You make plans with shuttles, you gotta keep them. Those guys, you know, they don't make a whole lot. And we just took some money out of their pocket. Luckily, they were still nice to us, a couple of us that were going. But anyway, we made it in and made it out, no problem. But with that almost 4.5, 5 hours of not delays or anything, but, you know, a little bit of waiting, a little bit of shopping, but 4.5 hours of downtime in midday. I'm gonna see if we can still push 20. I imagine it's gonna be dark when I get to the Settlers Museum, but that's okay. I understand we can camp under a picnic shelter thing there. Might be lights, I don't know. For all I know, and I believe there's electricity. So haven't hiked much in the dark, and just feel like pushing on, getting out some frustration and enjoying, and I feel good. And it's all downhill to the, well, for here for a long way. So, and that'll put me about a mile from the next major intersection, which is where you would get off to go into Atkins or a couple of gas stations right at the intersection. There are a couple of hotels around. Sorry, I'm walking through this rhododendron and my poles keep getting snagged. But anyway, tricky footing here. Just thought I would vent to you guys. No big deal, not the end of the world. A couple hours doesn't mean anything out here, but I just don't like wasting my time. Which reminds me, and to tell you and remind myself, hike my own hike, hike your own hike. And if it lines up with other people, great. If not, no worries, just keep moving. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Anyway, real steep stairs coming up. I gotta get off here and try to get into camp before it's too late tonight. Maybe 8 o'clock, 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Stay tuned. All right, coming up on the Pioneer Museum. We gotta go explore and try to find a place to set up here. I think it's down this way somewhere. We'll have to look around, see what we can do legally. Trying to do it all by the books here. If not, there's plenty of nice camping spots around the woods here. Let's go see what's up here. Does anyone know what this thing is? Or is it just a bunch of different parts piled up together? Okay, so that wasn't the Settlers Museum. That was a 1890 farmhouse. So we got to keep going past the power lines and keep going straight. Apparently we cross a road coming up, and maybe that's a place with a picnic area. Camp out for the night. We'll find out. All right, everyone, time to call it a night. We're at the Settlers Museum. It says we can stay in the picnic pavilion, so that's where we're at. Just two of us here right now. Bob and I are in here. It has power, it has charging cables, little construction projects. The museum's kind of cool, at least from the outside. There's the old farmhouse you saw and the one-room schoolhouse. And used to be able to stay in there, but somebody messed that up for us, so we can't stay in there anymore. But we'll stay here. No bathrooms or anything right now till April 1st, but we'll be all right. We'll get out of here first thing in the morning. Anyway, there's home for the night. Just on the concrete. It'll be cozy. Good night, all.